Hi, good afternoon. So, can we meet you? Can you introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm a Ebubechi.
Iberechi. All
Ebubechi.
right, you can win up to 10,000 by answering just five questions correctly. Okay. So, each question carry price from 1 to 10. You understand? I mean, from 1 to 5. Number one is 5,000. Number two, 1,000. I mean, 500, 1,000, 2,000, like that, up to 10,000. So, okay. So, can you spin? Just tap on the screen. All right, the first question for 500. It says, they say I carry woman, say na man for carry. Who sang the
Anyway,
song?
I'm not a fan of those songs. I don't know which
Okay, so
song.
you have two lifelines. You can ask anybody or you can skip the question. So do you want to skip? So we go to another question. Or you have anybody you want to ask?
No.
They say I
Yes,
carry
yes.
woman, say na man for carry.
Okay, okay,
So
okay. Davido. No,
answer it. Anybody tell you?
no, nobody.
Okay. All right, so you get it. That's 500. Second question is for 1,000. This one says window, iOS, Android are example of what? You know window now.
Yeah.
So iOS, which is iPhone, and then Android phone, they are example of what? This is for 1,000.
Please repeat the question.
Okay, this one says window, iOS, Android. They are example of what?
There are also example of iOS.
If you miss it, you go with nothing. So you can decide, you have not used your lifeline, you can decide to skip the question or you can decide to ask anybody. Window, iOS, and Android, they are example of what?
Okay, let me use my lifeline.
So who do you want to ask? You want to skip the question or you want to ask anybody?
I will ask somebody.
Okay, so who do you want to ask?
Okay.
The cameraman.
Wow.
So you can decide to skip the question or you can ask anybody.
Nobody to ask. Let's keep the question.
All right, so we are skipping. So spin. So please, do you want to, you can decide to walk away or, because if you miss this, you go with nothing. So the next question, should I ask or you want to walk away?
Ask, ask, ask.
Yeah, if you
Ask.
miss it, you are going with nothing.
No problem, ask.
All right, so this is legal tender in Nigeria.
Official.
Legal tender in Nigeria. That is, what do you guys tender in Nigeria? Maybe you want to take money or something. What is the official
Okay.
legal tender?
Is a late. Is what is it called? Is a tailor. Tailor.
Stella, are you sure?
I'm sure.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Teller?
Yeah.
She said teller. You are wrong. Sorry.
Okay. No
The
problem.
answer is naira. Naira notes. So
Okay.
you are wrong.
All right.
So thanks for coming. Nice having you.
All right.
All right. So can we meet you? Can you introduce yourself?
All right. My name is Beauty.
All right. So you have up to, you can win up to 10,000. Okay, by answering just five questions. Can you tap on the screen?
Yeah, right?
Yes. These questions go for 500. Okay. And the question says, what type of family consists of father, mother, and the children? They must not give you expo. They must not give you expo,
For the
but you
first
have
one.
lifeline. You can ask the audience or you can skip.
Okay. Wait, no. Calm down. I
The
think I can
father, the
answer this.
mother, and the children. What do we call that family? That kind of family. The father, the
What
mother,
I'm
and the
learning in
children.
primary school.
The father, do you want to ask the audience? If they tell you,
Yeah, I
you're
want to
out.
ask.
Okay, who wants to answer? Can you
Uh,
come? All right. So, what's the answer?
All right, we have the nuclear
The nuclear what?
family.
Do you agree with him?
Sure.
If it's wrong, you are out though.
It's sure, yeah.
All right, so you are correct. 500. So you can decide to walk away or continue. Can you spin? Tap on the screen.
Let me try. Oh my god. Let me try again.
All right. This question goes for 1,000.
Chill, though, please. Ask me simple one. I'm gonna die.
They are simple questions. This is a very simple question. You don't have any lifeline again. You can decide to walk away with 500, but if you miss it, you're going with nothing.
All right.
So, what do you want to continue or you want to walk away?
Continue. Let me try.
All right. This one says the process by which liquid turn to gas is called what?
The process by
Liquid turn to gas. So, what do we call that? The process by which liquid turn to gas.
Hi. Okay.
Liquid to gas.
Liquid.
Liquid to gas. So what's the process by which liquid turn to gas? If you miss it, you're going with nothing, and you don't have any
Don't
lifeline
worry.
again.
Don't worry. Let me just calm down.
Okay,
Yeah,
calm
down.
down. Take your time, take your time. The process by which liquid turn to gas.
But can I answer like 2, 3 questions on it, or one final question?
One, only one.
I can't just admit that yeah, it's that particular question, but answer.
So what's your final answer? 5 seconds. 1,
God, I can't.
2,
I don't know. Don't worry.
3, 4.
Don't worry. I can't tell.
So you don't know the answer.
I don't know the answer.
All right, so the
Tell
answer
us.
is evaporation. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Norma.
Okay. All right, Madam Unoma. So you have up to 5 questions, and if you get the 5 correctly, you can win up to 10,000 naira. Okay. So the first question is 500, the second is 1,000, the third is 2,000, like that, up to 10,000. So can you just tap on the screen and spin? All right. This question go for 500 naira, and the question says, "Who is the current president of Nigeria? What's his name? His full name. The current president.
Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
President what?
Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
Ahmed Bola Tinubu or Bukola Tinubu. So what's your final answer? Is that your final answer? Ahmed Bukola Tinubu or Ahmed Bola Tinubu? Which one?
Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
All right. So you get it. 500. Congrats. So
Okay.
can you spin? Number 2 is for 1,000. All right, so this question is for 1,000. You can decide to walk away with your 500, because if you miss it, you go with nothing. So what are you for? Are you playing or you want to walk away?
I'll
You want
play.
to double or you want to walk away?
I'll play. Let me.
All right, so this question says, what is the slogan of 2024 in Nigeria? What is the slogan of 2024 in Nigeria? You can decide to ask anybody. You have 2 lifelines. You can ask anybody and you can skip the question.
No grief for anybody. We
You
no
say?
go. We no go grief for anybody.
Are you for real? Is that your final answer?
Yes, no grief for anybody.
All right, you're correct. 1,000. Can you spin? All right, this question is for 2,000. So again, do you want to walk away with 1,000 or you want to answer this question? It's for 2,000 or you can walk away. If you miss it, you go with nothing.
I'll answer.
You want to answer? All right, this question says, what is the most popular food in Nigeria? The most popular food in Nigeria.
Most popular food.
The
Rice.
most popular food in Nigeria.
Jollof rice.
The most popular food in Nigeria.
Rice.
Is that your final answer? If you
Yes.
miss it, you're going with nothing. Is that? But if you get it, you're going with 2,000.
I'm going with it.
So what is the final answer?
Rice.
She said rice. You are right. 2,000. Can you spin again? All right. This question is for 4,000. If you miss it, you're going with nothing. And you can decide to walk away with your 2,000. You still have your lifeline. You can ask the audience and you can skip the question anyhow you want it. So, you want to walk away or you want to continue?
Let me walk away. Oh.
Okay, all right. So she's walking away with 2,000. So congrats.
All right.
So
All
she's
right.
walking away with 2,000.
Thank you
So
so
and the
much.
question is actually Afro beats in Nigeria.
Ah, fella.
Fela, correct. You'll have gotten one 4,000. You please.
Yeah.
What's the name?
My name is Jemima.
All right,
Nice.
Madam Jemima, you have the chance to win up to 10,000. Okay,
Okay.
can you tap on the screen? Okay. The first question goes for 500. And this question says, what is the sum of angle in a triangle? You know triangle. So what's the sum? If you add everything together, what's the sum of angle in a triangle? So you have lifeline, you can skip or you can ask the audience. This one goes for 500 naira.
3.
Is that your final answer, 3? If you miss it, you go with nothing.
Yes.
Your final answer is 3. The
Yes.
sum, when you add everything together, is 3. Right?
As in the angles.
Yes, the sum. Hello. Please, no chorus answer, please. Disqualify. Can you tap again? All right, so next question is, this one is for 500 and the question says, what is the popular food in Nigeria? The popular food in Nigeria. You can ask the audience and you can skip.
Swallow.
Swallow like a
Yes.
So is that your final answer? You can skip and you can ask anybody. What's your final answer?
Jollof rice.
What is the popular food in Nigeria?
Rice.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Rice. You are right. 500. Just start. Okay, this question goes for 1,000. You still have your lifeline. This one says Windows, iOS, Android are example of what? Windows, we have iOS, which is iPhone, and Android phone. They are example of what? If you don't know it, you can skip or you can ask the audience. If you check Google and you tell her, we will disqualify it.
Window and
iOS and Android. They are example of what? So do you want to skip?
I'll skip.
Because if you miss it, you're going with nothing. You
I'll
want to
skip.
skip. All right, final answer, skipping. All right, can you spin? Okay, spin. This question goes for 1,000 and it says, what is the full meaning of CEO? If you miss it, you're going with nothing and you've already used your lifeline. You cannot ask anybody again.
CEO.
CEO. What is the full meaning of CEO? CEO. CEO. You are CEO now, right? Oh, the CEO is not around.
Yeah.
So what do you call your boss, like the CEO, assuming she's around or he is around? So what do you call her? Let me just give you an expo. It starts with chief.
Chief Executive Officer.
Disqualified. Somebody mentioned
No.
disqualified.
No, before.
Can you tap again?
Okay.
So you still have your 500. You can see now. Do you want to walk away with 500 or you want to continue?
Let me continue.
Okay. What is the medical terms for inability to sleep? If somebody cannot sleep, what is the medical terms for it? Inability to sleep. Gagam.
The medical
Terms for inability to sleep.
change the question.
We cannot. This is your final question. So what is the medical terms for inability to sleep?
That is my final.
All right. Sorry, you're going with nothing. It's called Insomnia.
Insomnia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ivan, you can you introduce yourself, man?
Okay,
Your
my
name.
name is Precious.
All right, Madam Precious, you have chance to win up to 10,000 by answering just 5 questions. Simple, simple question. Okay.
Problem. I hope
The
it's
first one
not.
is for 500 naira. Can you tap on the screen?
Okay.
All right, these questions goes for 500. You can decide to use the lifeline by asking anybody, or you can skip the question. You understand? All right, so this one says a group of stars are called what?
Multitude.
Ma?
Multitude.
Is that your final answer, or you want to skip, or you want to ask anybody?
Like organization.
A group of stars. Stars.
Okay. So I've not gotten the answer.
I don't know. I don't know. So a group of stars are called what? You can skip and you can ask anybody.
Okay, come in.
No, you can't ask her. You can't go. You can't leave here.
Okay, I should
You can't
stay
leave.
here.
You have to stay here.
Then who will I ask now?
So do you want to skip the question and we
Yes,
go to
yes,
another?
that's
All right.
another one.
Can you tap on the screen? Okay. This question is for 500 and it says, what is the mode of driving in Nigeria?
What?
Mode of driving in Nigeria. You know, when you have a car, so we have a car like this. So what's the mode of driving? Is it this side or this side in Nigeria? What's the mode of driving? You don't have any lifeline again. You can't ask anybody again. So what's the mode of driving? Is it the right or the left? I just give you an expo now.
Okay.
You have a car. Is it the right or the left? The mode of driving.
Is left.
Correct. You have 500. Can you tap on the screen again? All right. So this question goes for 1,000. You can decide to walk away now because if you miss it, you go with nothing.
But I've gotten one.
You've gotten one. If you miss the next one, you go with nothing, and you can
Please, I
decide
want
to
to
walk
go
away
with
with 500. So do you want to answer the question or you want to walk away?
I want to answer it.
Hmm?
I want to answer the question.
You want to answer? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Who sang this song? Olufunmilola.
Sure.
Olúfúnmi o, má pa mí lẹ́kún o, Olúfúnmilọ́lá, má ṣe fi mí sílẹ̀ láéláé, dúró tì mí o. Don't look at them if they tell you are wrong. Olúfúnmi o, so who sang that song? Olúfúnmilọ́lá.
See me.
If you miss it, you are out. See what?
See me.
See me? Is that your final answer?
Savage.
Is that your final answer? See me? If you miss it, you are going with nothing. Who sang the song? Olúfúnmilọ́lá. Final answer.
See me.
Final answer, Simi. You are sorry, you are wrong.